What is up, my little Deinos? Vepsis, your coach of the Helsinki Hydreigons, and we are here for the UBPA Season 4 Week 4 battle when I go up against Wolfer, Wolf 14, and his team being the Trostu Garados, or Garados, I guess, in Germany. He's somebody that I did go up against the first time around in the Champions of Gala tournament, so this will be my second time officially doing a draft league game versus him, and he has a scary roster which you're gonna be able to see very soon as I go with my team of 6 very briefly here. If you missed my last battle versus Root, make sure to check that one out. That is the previous video that I uploaded to my channel. You can see from the background, Addison is still with me here in Finland, so she will be watching from the background. But we're gonna be going over the team of 6 that I'm bringing. If you wanna skip this part of the video, the timestamp you can see on the video in itself that you can skip the team builder portion to the battle in itself. But we're gonna be going this very briefly. The first member of the team is gonna be the one that I'm most excited for, that I'm hopefully able to use a lot in this game, which is gonna be the Choice Banded Rockhead Adamant Aggro with Head Smash, Heavy Slam, Superpower and Earthquake. The second member of our team is gonna be very obvious but necessary for Galar Dominator, which is a physically defensive Rocky Helmet Primarina. For the flip turn, Moonblast, Aqua Jet and Toxic. Aqua Jet is just in case if it happens to be a sub Bellytron Galar Dominitan, which can get out of hand. Otherwise, Aqua Jet can be nice, a little chip for Sheer Force Landers Incarnate as well while at it. And Toxic just be able to get the Porygon 2 and Slowbro on a timer if necessary. Then we have a very typical special defensive type null with U-Turn and Icy Wind this time around as the main coverage of choice, just to be able to deal with the Landers Incarnate RPC with Eviolite, fully special defensive, and Restock as the usual on it. Then we have Dual Stab, Heavy Duty Boots, Reshiram with Blue Flare, Dragon Pulse, Toxic and Roost. Toxic similar to Primarina, it's there to get those bulkier things on timer like the Slowbro and the Porygon 2, which otherwise can be a little annoying for me to break outside of my aggro with the Choice Banded Head Smash, which can 2-hit KO each of them, but off the chance it's not in the field at the time and I need to get them on a timer. Toxic is nice there to have just in case. And then we have one of the most making their debut this season. There's another one coming as well that hasn't seen the field yet this season, but first one is gonna be the Crobat. Shoutouts to Addison for the nickname Bad Rastard. I did not have any good nickname for Crobat, and she mentioned this and I'm like, you know what, we're gonna be rolling with it. Some of you may find it pretty humorous, or pretty funny in itself. We are running Brave Bird, U-Turn, Roost and Protect. Protect is pretty obvious for Galar Dominator to be able to scout if it's Choice Scarf, to see what it's locked itself into, because it can be pretty important for us to enable to tell if a sub-berry drum set Galadam we have Infiltrator to bypass the substitute as well. Other than that, is there just to provide speed and something off the ground, so Galadam cannot spam Earthquake freely. And if I really need to pivot on Landers Incarnate, sure I can do that as well. But my primary is mainly just to prevent Galadam able to click Earthquake freely, and I have some sort of way to have immunity for it. And then the last member of our team is gonna be our Stealth Rocker, but also a Choice Scarfer in Celebi in itself, which hasn't seen the field yet in this season, with Leaf Storm, Psychic and U-Turn and Stealth Rocks as the last move. Leaf Storm ideally after Rocky Helmet chip or after Stealth Rock should kill the Galardarm, and therefore I have another form of speed control outside of Crobat with the Choice Scarf. And U-Turn is there for initiative, and ideally these monsters that I have initiative on will able to lure in one of them at least, something like a Porygon 2 for my Choice Banded Aggro, which is the one that I want to use this the most this week. And if I'm able to get some big head smashes off, I will feel good about this game no matter the result in itself. But hopefully we can bounce back. Wolfie Wolf and ourselves are actually in the exact same record, so one of us will go 3-1, one of us have to remain to be 2-2 and try to bounce back next week. But let's see how this battle is going to be turning out. Alright, here we are with the battle versus Wolf, and he brought Sheer Force Landorus, Galardam. It's probably the 6 that I was kinda expecting and fearing. Porygon 2 as Addison makes sure. Landing in the background, we see the Slowbro, Jolteon, which I'm not honestly happy to see, so I have to think of my lead based on that. And then we do see the Charizard as well. So one of the options that I could lead with that deals with majority of the things outside of Darm is the type Null, which I'm leaning towards to. If he goes with Darm Lead, I hard swap into my Primarina, Charizard, Jolteon. Yeah, I think it just makes too much sense, like, as I'm more and more talking about it. I think I'll stick with that. I don't want to lead with Reshiram off the chance he leads with Landorus or Darm in itself. I don't want to lead with Primarina, cause Jolteon can easily just momentum on it. So I think I'll stick with this, and I think I got his 6 right, so... We're gonna be rolling with this, hopefully it's gonna go well. And if the game plan goes as it should be, in order for us to win, we should be able to try to get our Aggron in versus Porygon 2. And be able to click some big head smashes off and try to break his defense down that way, and then worry about his offense from there on out. Choice Scout Celebi is a decent winning condition, but it does require quite a bit of breaking. But outside of that, something like a Crobat, once we intend to fight this Scarf or get rid of Jolteon, can provide us quite a good speed control as well over the rest of the guys. But let's see what he leads with. He leads with the Eleki, which is the Jolteon, which I'm glad that I didn't choose to go with something like Primarina, trying to counter a Darman lead. So I'm gonna be going with a U-turn with this thing right away. I don't think I'm gonna be thinking about it too much. And let's open up a Calc if I get to see what kind of damage this Jolteon will be doing. If it's gonna be going for attacking move. I'm gonna be having, maybe not Specs immediately, let's put a Scarf for now on this Jolteon. Let's see what he does. Now Type Null can be relatively annoying for him to break as well, unless he has a knockoff on Landorus. Because outside of that, something like a Darmanitan is the only thing that I can see be able to break, or if he has set up. He's just hard withdraws, which is interesting. He swaps into Porygon 2. Beautiful. I can get an Aggron right away. Right away. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you for this small donation. And ideally, we just go into our Aggron and kick a fucking Choice Bandit Hanamat head smash. Oh, baby. I've been waiting this for so many days I get to do this. And Wolf is like, here you go. I'm a nice guy and I'll let you to do this. Oh baby, here we go. Alright Aggron, let's see some big damage coming off. Oh, this was the first set I immediately put on this team. Like, there was like no second guessing about it whatsoever. I knew I wanted to bring this Choice Bandit Aggron as he stays, and we go for a big hit. And how much is this doing? Quite a bit of damage. So what does he go for? Ice Beam. Okay, that's a resisted hit. We should be taking that just fine as he freezes me. God. You know, some players are just built different. They go for a resisted ice because they feel the freeze coming into my way. That's what I get for getting excited about and looking forward to play Pokemon, boys and girls. This is what you get when you get excited about the one thing you wanna use in Draft League scene. They're gonna be like, big fuck you, you don't get to enjoy this game. I've been pretty triggered past couple of days playing Pokemon, and this game won't be, yep, that's just recover on my face, yep. Yeah. The most I feel bad about after this is that Addison has to deal with me being very sassy for the rest of the night if this is gonna be going as it is. Please, Aggron, just thaw out. Please. I'm not asking too much. It's a first Ice Beam I have to deal with, and I get frozen. Now, granted, last time that I got to play him, he also froze me. Oh, I froze him, I should be saying, so I guess there's a little karma to it, but I don't get to play fun this time. Yeah, you just get to recover yourself and get a free teleport and just do whatever you want. I am... I wish this wasn't a recording game and I could just be like, just souring down on myself. But I'll try to keep a good humor out of this and be a good sport about this. But I'm not gonna lie, this sucks quite a bit. Because this was literally the one thing I was looking forward to do, and now I have to probably play without the mon that I wanted to use the most with. I have to make toxic shenanigans work now, and here comes the Darmanitan. I am so much behind right now, so I'm kinda like feeling very risky. I'm going to hard Crobat on Earthquake. If it kicks Icicle Grass, this is gonna be very painful, but I just have to do something. What does he click? So I'm probably gonna click Brave Bird, right? As he has to belly drum here. Yeah, I'm Brave Birding, fuck this. I'm gonna be very aggressive from here on out, because I lost one of my best mons to break his core. And this is a sub belly drum Darmanita, which gives me at least the information. He has to hard withdraw knowing the infiltrator, so that's nice for me, I suppose. But I'm clicking Brave Bird straight on out. Now, it would have been really nice if I click U-turn and gone into Primarina, but... Oh, I did a lot of damage. That is a special defensive slow pro, if I ever saw one. Now, I don't have Toxic on this, so I probably just click U-turn here. And, what do I even do here? Like, I could, like, technically, yeah, I could go into Akron to thaw out for my skull, but I'm pretty sure I die as I'm doing it. So I have to do something else with this. Celebi, I guess. Get up those rocks. Seems like a good idea, I guess. Or get initiative. What are you clicking? Future Sight? Yeah, that's what I got information from Addison. He loves clicking Future Sight, which I don't blame him for. I don't blame one bit. Now Charizard could come in here and then Stealth Rocks all off for nothing. So do I want to do something else about it? I could also click U-turn here. Because that gives me a Reshiram. The Future Sight will be up. I think I want... Let's get the rocks up. Let's just get them up. We are here for a reason to get them up anyways. He has to hard withdraw. I have to keep the Future Sight in mind. Backer. Who the heck is Backer? You. Okay, this works out fine. I can go into type null on this. Now I get up my Crocs. Okay. Don't be knockout, please. That's the one thing I really hope not to see at this point. We go into type null right away. Another thing that I have to keep in mind is that... again, from my... I guess my assistant coach for these few weeks, Addison, has been noticing that Wolf takes quite a bit of time on his plays. So unfortunately I have to admit that while I still feel like I'm behind in the game, or, you know, it's still equal, but I have a frozen Pokemon in the back, I have to be ahead of time in itself, off the chance it goes down to a timer. So I'm gonna be clicking very fast, try to be quick thinker, and I actually used a little bit of the bitterness that I have with the freeze to try to be more up-tempo about this and not like be laid back or too much. He gets up his Crocs as well, which is... I guess it's fine. I have to take the Future Sight anyway, so I guess I have to take a little bit less damage with this. And I have used Icy Wind type null before. But I think I click it anyways, off the chance he forgets this. There's a good chance he hard withdraws, but let's at least go for it. And next time around, if I have revealed for him, I can play around it and click U-turn next time around. But at least I lower somebody's speed. It's gonna be Charizard in this case, which may or may not be a good thing for my Reshiram, for example. And now I can get up a slow U-turn. That does a whole lot of nothingness, which is kinda expected, but I can go for a U-turn and then we figure out what to do from here. Thankfully I have heavy duty boots on Reshiram, so I don't worry about the rocks. And he also has heavy duty boots now that we saw it too, so... I might as well write it down. He is toxic on this thing, so... Maybe I don't want to go into Reshiram after all, maybe that was a bad idea. But honestly...
You're so sassy.
I am very sassy about the freeze, I cannot lie. Ah, god, what do I do with this thing? I suppose I can go into Primarina and click Toxic of my own. Cause Primarina probably longevity is... Yeah, I think I'll use Primarina to Toxic now. Knowing that the Darmanitan is sub belly drum, I need just Primarina to be alive for the Aqua Jet, so that's primarily what I'm gonna be aiming for. Outside of that, I'm clicking Toxic. He has to worry about me being like a offensive variant of some sort, so I imagine Porygon 2 or Slowbro having to come out, and I would like to Toxic one of them. If he stays with the Charizard, that's okay too, cause then Type Null can wall this thing all day long. Oh well, I shouldn't say all day long, we are past 11 PM for me, so it's gonna be all night long, I suppose, I guess, but... Anyway, hopefully we get, as we go for the toxic, I do land it on whatever comes in. That would be pretty unfortunate after I got frozen that I miss it. That would be pretty unfortunate. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen. As Wolfie, hopefully this is not a connection issue. We are not also actually using LAN connection this time around. We are actually through online connection, utilizing still the chess timer. I don't go into details because I'm not smart enough to know how those things work. But I saw Adisa utilizing this, for example, on her game, so I might as well give it a try while playing with Wolfie Wolf. We do, yep, kind of. That's, I guess I call it myself, so that's what I get for it. But I guess I click it again. It's just gonna be one of those games that whatever I'll try, it's gonna go south, but I'll keep trying. Okay, we just missed. Yeah, you land a sap cannon as I miss. Of course, yes, I can't wait to end this video at this point. I'm so upset. I am so upset about this. I miss a toxic twice in a row and he gets to land a sap cannon. Yep. And I have to keep this thing alive, and if I get paralyzed as Galar Diamond I get a substitute off, then fuck me, I guess. Sorry for the language, I'm very pissed. This is probably gonna be as pissed as you're gonna be seeing me playing a Pokemon game, but hopefully it's understandable seeing what's been happening. He goes into the Jolteon. I do get to go into Celebi, so I could get a big damage on this thing with a Psychic. Now granted, this could be Spec Shadow Ball, so it could be also a very bad idea. Some more thinking about it, I think it's better off to U-turn here and go into Type Null to scout that. I'm surprised that he hard swapped the first time around, when it was turn 1 versus Type Null, but I guess I'll go for the U-turn. He will know that I'm scuffed, but I'd rather get this little chip damage. And we're gonna be scouting this Shadow Ball and go into our Type Null and click U-turn. I can't believe I missed 2 Toxic he landed a Sap Cannon. I can't believe that. Jan. Sure, buddy. You just yawned me all along. It's 11 PM. I won't fall asleep just yet. Trust me. I'm clicking rest. I need this thing healthy.
I'm sorry.
I'm so full of this game. I've been telling Addison all week, and she's been like, "Why are you so upset playing Pokemon? It's just like a baby's game after all. Like you sometimes I end up winning anyways, but like." Look at what has been happening now and tell me why I shouldn't be upset. But I'll go for the rest. I'm taking a nap with Type Null because I could not be arsed at the moment. Hopefully I can get something going for me in this battle. Hopefully, I think I'm very sarcastic, but I hopefully it comes out as a very humorous. At least Addison is humored in the background. So hopefully that's the comment section down below that you can feel for me. Are you sad for me? Or you're gonna be laughing about my misery. I'm expecting the latter one to be more the case, but I'm clicking Sleep Talk. Hopefully, I don't know. I guess I hope for the U-turn. I don't know. I hope for a miracle. I guess that's what I'm hoping. Yep, it's not gonna be that the case. I get a rest, of course. Yeah, you get a pay Future Sight off. You get all you want, Wolf. Get everything your heart desires in this game. Oh God. Let's click Sleep Talk again. I'm sure it's gonna be something out of what I don't want. What is that thing again? I cannot tell. Porygon 2, my favorite guy in this game. My favorite. How I miss seeing you. You ruined my night already as it is. What am I getting? Sleep Talk. I bet it's gonna be rest. Show me the rest, because that's probably... Oh, I see it. Perfect. We gotta slow this thing down. That thing is getting out of hand. It's too fast for me to handle. Oh, thank God. Now the Future Sight is up, so I probably want to actually stay in him, even though I'm probably giving him a recover, but what the heck do I do? Like, I suppose I can go into Acro and try to thaw out. I guess that's another thing. I think I should stay in for now and maybe then U-turn, but then he can teleport out. I'll try to... let's try to give the Acron a chance to thaw out. Like, I'll resist the Future Sight. This thing is clicking recover. Let me get my Acron in. Acron, please. Please thaw out. I know you have to take a fat Future Sight on your face, but hopefully it snaps you out and it gets you thawed out. You cannot even move at this point, buddy. I'm so sorry. You have to take this hit while you cannot move. Let the fusion side come out. Yeah, sure. You can just hit it all you want. Yep, there goes the 2/3 of my aggron is already gone. Alright, let's start out and give me a fat head smash off. Please. I think I'm suffering enough already in this game. I deserve this thing to be thought out. What did I expect? Honestly, yeah, you just teleport out and you're fully healthy again. Fantastic. That's what you love to see. I can't wait to get slowly 6-0'd at this point. Like, this feels like I'm already mentally 6-0'd at this point.
You got this. I believe in you.
Well, my only wall breaker in this game is 3rd health and frozen, as he can set out his things for free. Yeah, there we go. Well, I have to go into my type 0 again. It's like literally me and you, buddy. It's just me and you at this point. Like, I cannot let Resogun to get toxic with the Jolteon being around and the Porygons and what have you. This thing is the only thing can take a hit. I couldn't tell. That's probably shield for that. It's still a decent amount of damage. I cannot imagine that being Scarf. Let me just double check. Because I know he's been a little wonky with his Landorus lately. Last time I think he ran life for what I saw, so it wasn't that funky. I imagine that is life orb still, so I probably have to rest again. Unfortunately. Yeah, he has to hard withdraw. Goes into the Porygon 2 again. Now, I did mention this once before. I have to actually check after this turn what his timer is looking like. Because I might have to be that guy after all this. But I don't think it's gonna be anytime too soon. I don't expect him to already like spend half of his time or anything. He is at 3 minutes, never mind! Timer stalling is a winning condition. I never saw myself to be that happy about somebody running out of time. Jesus Christ, that is my saving grace after all these shenanigans. Yeah, let's just get up a rest, why don't you? Yeah, of course, you teleport out. That's like literally all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna type no, you're my one-line defense. You will not die in this battle while this guy has his timer on. That is my one winning condition. I'm gonna be clicking my buttons, make sure I keep my things alive and we don't get swept by anything. Okay, it's Charizard showed toxic before. Ideally, it's another setup threat for me to worry about. We just sleep talk again. Slow it down ideally with a... Okay, defog. Well, that's whatever. You defog your rocks away too. That's fine. Like I said, now he tries to make the Darmanitan to work as I cannot speak anymore. It's way too late for me to speak this much. Okay, we can Icy win. Fantastic. Gotta slow this man down. Getting out of hand. I think if I have equal amount of... Yeah, this is the turn we wake up. So we are clicking U-turn at this point. Because I don't want that Darmanitan coming for free. He does click Roost. This U-turn is gonna do a little bit more now because he lost his flying type. So we're gonna be doing a little bit more chip. Not that I expect it to do a whole lot. It's probably still gonna do fucking 5. It did barely 10%. It did probably 9%. Let's go.
This is peak content, by the way. You should get frozen more often.
Yeah, I bet. I bet at this point. Honestly, I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna keep clicking U-turn at this point. I'm gonna make him spend his time and try to make sure the Darman is not too freely in. So let's click U-turn. He has to probably click like a flamethrower or some sort, or maybe one of his stabs, probably. So I can go into type null here and click U-turn again. I just want to get more info about this Charizard. We have seen like Roost and... Well, we have seen Roost, Defog. So he has to have one attacking move left. So I guess we now figure out what that is. I imagine it's a fire move. But who really knows? Who really knows what Wolfie Wolf runs on his Pokemon? Yeah, it's Flamethrower. Okay, cool. So we know he's set at this point with the Charizard. Honestly, I guess U-turn again. If he toxics me, it's whatever. How much my Crobat needs to do to this Charizard so it actually dies? I assume a guy can, let's say, max HP. He clicked Toxic as I noticed. 58%. We are nowhere close to be at 58% at this rate. But I guess it's okay. I'm gonna keep doing this cause now I need to kinda like make him think of his place and just keep that Darmanitan in bay. He's 247 for now. And I'm sorry it's not the most ideal way to try to win the battle, but like you have to understand at this point what I've been having to deal with one of my best mons in the matchup being pretty much expendable, and my Primarina that I dealt with Choiceout before is paralyzed and lower half health after I tried to Toxic Slowbro and missed twice. So this is kind of what I have to do at this point. Yeah, you just keep roosting. I'm okay with this. For now at least. What do I want to do here? Well, the rocks aren't up just yet. Now that I know, I think I'll go for a rest for now, because if the Darmanitan comes in, I'll hard into Crobat. And I want to make sure this thing is still healthy for Landorus, because that Toxic will start racking up soon. And this is the one thing about his team that I noticed, like Galadam is the only mon that I can notice that can really break this thing. And considering the fact that I already know it's a subset, with 75% of health. Does he just stay in? I imagine he... Okay, he does withdraw. Plus 1.5. Just the Slowbro, that's fine. Not considering about this thing to be sweeping me anytime soon. Now, I do have to worry about if I ever have to send out Crobat at this point. I don't let it happen during these future side turns that are about to happen. Pretty much like next turn it's gonna go off. So I have to keep that in mind. We do get a sleep talk. Ideally, like a U-turn would be nice, but I'm not. I'm literally getting nothing but rest at this point, which is not bueno. Now, granted, ideally, as long as this doesn't click Zap Cannon and lands it, I could go into my Reshiram and go for a Toxic, which I feel like I kind of want to do, because I need to start getting these things on a timer. Okay, he goes into Porygon. Probably not something I want to deal with right now. I might have to go into... Do I go to Celebi now? To take the future sight? If he comes off this turn, probably. He has to worry about a trick from this, because I rebuilt Scarf as well. Now the future sight comes off next turn. I could get up my rocks up again. Yeah, I like that idea. I think I can get that one off. Granted, Ice Beam would hurt actually. Maybe that was a misplay. But he might have to think about trick. He may have to think about a trick. Okay, he does stay in. Ideally, this is not analytic. This may have been a fuck up on my end. Let's see. Okay, he teleports. Okay, thank God. I'll take this future side fine and get up those Crocs. He may go into Choiceout and defog again, but that's fine. Like, as long as the Darmanitan doesn't get his free shenanigans going off, I should be okay. He goes into Choiceout. I'll take the future side relatively fine. I resist it after I'm a Celebi. Yeah, we take it fine. He has to defog here. I guess I could try to... I don't think I want to use that yet, or do I? I think I'll get it on a timer. At this point, he has only 2 minutes left. As long as the Reshiram doesn't die, I have Roost and I can just get this thing on a timer. And then, like, Type Null basically, while things on are toxic, is my winning condition outside of the timer. The timer is the #1 winning condition. The #2 is these things to be on a timer, and Type Null just does its thing. So I go for a Toxic. Ideally, 3rd times is the charm and I get to land it. He will land it after the defog. But ideally, I get to do this straight up with him, because then Type Null beats this thing. And doesn't care about it all too much. Cool! I land a move. Thank heavens, I land a 90% move in this kind of battle. Hallelujah. Okay. Now this thing cannot do anything else than Flamethrower. So honestly, I can fire off a Dragon Pulse here. Get this thing weakened just a little bit, or something else has to take big damage coming in. I could have gone also for a Toxic, but I think this is fine still. He goes into Slow Pro. I imagine this is Assault Vest. But I'll probably Toxic this thing as well while it's gonna get a Future Sight off. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get a Toxic on this as well. Perfect. Thank you, Reshiram. I can rely on my UBPA to land Toxics. Thank God, because I spent so many damn points on this Reshiram. Okay, he goes for the Future Sight. That's fine. That's a-okay by me. Okay, now we definitely swap up with this thing. But I did manage to accomplish that both Charizard and Slowbro are on a timer. And I think I'll just go into Type Null. Off the chance he clicks like a Sap Cannon or something, or some shenanigans comes into my way, at least Type Null should be able to shrug them off. Including the Future Sight afterwards if I need to stay in. And I can pivot out if something is to be worried about. Porygon 2. A-okay by me. I will just icy win this. Again, Porygon 2 is a scary fast threat. Gotta slow it down as he recovers. Fine by me. And after this I'll check his timer. Okay. We land. Not that it really matters, but get some a little bit chip off afterwards. To keep him humble, I guess. The Future Sight comes off. Doesn't do a whole lot. And here I suppose I can just U-turn. I know who I would go into though. Do I wanna U-turn? I don't think I do. I think I'll just stay in. I'll let him take the lead of teleporting out. I don't think I wanna swap out at this point. I need to get this thing to the point that it's recovered. I don't know swap into attack necessarily. As he clicks Ice Beam. Okay, cool. And I think I'll go for a rest. You know, just to make sure as Addison noticed in the background, this Porygon cannot freeze me if I'm asleep. Right?
That's what you think.
That's what I think now, until it puts me in a freezer while I'm sleeping, and then I definitely cannot move. Okay, this is fine. Now we just sleep talk. I don't have infinite amount of sleep talk, so that's something to keep in mind, but that's fine for now. In the end, if I have to swap, I'll probably go into Aggron then. On an Ice Beam. But he'll take the lead, thank God. I don't know why the Porygon 2 became the big issue to swap in. I guess it's because it should have been dead by now. That's what I was aiming for, but it's not. Okay. But it's still... Yeah, here comes the Darm. Now I imagine he has to go for a setup here. So I kinda wanna just hard into Crobat. Very aggressive play, but I figured that I might as well with the Infiltrator. I have Celebi still for speed control. There comes the Belly Drum, okay. Yeah, there comes the Salak Berry as well. So now it comes down to, do I get an Aqua Jet off or not? And that's a scary thing to think about. I have to sack something regardless, and it's gonna be unfortunately my Aggron, and then I have to go into Primarina and click Aqua Jet. And as long as I don't get paralyzed, I should not get swept. But seeing how this battle has been going on, I already can feel that it's gonna happen, and I get 6 ult because of it. Alright, Primarina. This is what you came here for. Let's get this Aqua Jet off. We click the move. Thank God! Oh God, I was so ready to be upset about that. Because I honestly, I some reason just how the game has been going on, I thought that would be the last straw that it's definitely gonna happen, but thankfully it did not happen. We have still hope in this game.
Thank God for Aquajet Arena. It's the best
I know.
set. It's so good.
It is the best set. Addison has been running it so many times. Back-to-back seasons in the UPBA, she has always run Prima Arena with some sort of like flip turn or aqua jet. If not both. On this case, it's the same thing for me. It's always been both. Okay. Now, considering the fact my Frozen Acron is dead and his setup sweeper Galardamitan is dead, I might be in a driver's seat. I might be. But we'll see. That did nothing. That did absolute 0 damage. Type null is broken. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, now you... Why did you not do this turn 1? Wolf, I understand you want to keep some secrets, but come on now. I know my Joltia, what he gets access to. You can show this, buddy.
He doesn't want to reveal his secrets.
I know he has many secrets that he does possess, but I don't think that's something he should have needed to really keep intact. I've been playing this game way for too long at this point to know what Joltia gets access to at this point, which mind you isn't too much at Gen 8, it's like really slim. Okay. we saw that Thunderbolt did nothing. That probably did like 1%. It may have not. It may have done like 2 HP. 2 HP. That is so pitiful damage if I ever seen one. Honestly, I guess I'll click U-turn and what do I go into? I guess I go into Celebi, because he's probably gonna be clicking Future Sight. It's after all Wolf. He's clicking Future Sight. So let's go into Celebi and then I click U-turn. Ideally I get my Reshiram in and then threaten with a Toxic. But maybe I don't do that because the Future Sight is up. Maybe we just keep playing at this pace and I'm not in a rush. If anything, he's in a rush. So I'm gonna be clicking U-turn. He has 1 minute and 7 seconds left, barring this turn. He probably only spent 2 seconds, so it's like 1 minute and 5 seconds at this point. Okay, he goes into Landers, I'll click U-turn. And we go into our type null in itself. This is not the type of game plan I was coming into this game. For those who maybe have skimmed through this and wondered why this game is lasting so long. My choice banded aggro was supposed to give me so much progress in this game and get through the fat. So I will only worry about the offense. But that's not been the case thus far. We click Icy Wind. He reveals U-turn. Okay, so we have seen a little bit more. I have not seen gravity from this man, and I'm getting a little annoyed that I didn't bring Corviknight to deal with this thing instead of Type Null, but Type Null is getting the job done as well. It is getting the job done as well. I do have to rest on this thing after we get this like 5 HP damage on this Porygon, which is very necessary. Okay, good. He's definitely not able to heal that all the way back in itself. And speaking of getting healthy, I need to get healthy. I need to take another nap. I'm feeling kind of sleepy. Honestly, in front of this P2, I might end up just not clicking Sleep Talk at least the first time around, because I need those Sleep Talks. I'm getting a little low on them, and this thing is the one that I don't want to swap into. Okay, never mind. I don't have to swap into. You just swap out yourself. Fantastic. I don't want to deal with that thing. Like Sheer Force Landerers, that's fine. I can swap into that. Porygon 2? Nuh-uh. I cannot deal with that thing. Yeah, you I can handle a little bit better with this thing. This is my answer to you, so you're welcome coming here. I'm clicking Sleep Talk after all. Rocks? That's fine. Give me Icy Wing. Give me something in this game that goes into my way. Just this one Icy Wing, I ask. I just ask for one Icy Wing, thank you. I asked for Icy Wing. I get my rest put on a Sleep Talk probably for the 8th time today.
The best move in the game.
It is. Oh yeah, you see, Wolf feels so confident. He's so good at this game. I'm being sarcastic. Both of us love Wolf. She loves Wolf even more than I do.
Wolf.
I love Wolf.
Go check out Wolf14 on YouTube.
Absolutely, you have to check him out after this game if you haven't yet. I love his commentary. I love his unintentional humor. But I also love how he can confidently set up rocks, knowing that I don't get the icy wind in front of the landers, and then he can be like, alright, I pivot out, I got my job. Yeah, I'm not getting anything but rest here.
And click zap cannon.
Yeah, and he can click zap cannon confidently landing and then be like, I'll dodge the toxics while at it. It's no big deal. Oh god, who do I go into? I guess I'm gonna click U-turn just to wear this thing down even further and probably go into my... I don't know, Celebi I suppose, but it's a little risky. It is a little risky. I guess I could go into my Reshiram as well. I kinda like Reshiram because I can get up a roost. I don't wanna make him think that he can click like Ice Beam at this point. He could carry it for all I know. And I probably should be able to take any one hit. Okay, he sets up Diffuser Sight, that's okay. That should be okay. I should be able to roost on this at least once. As he has to rack up that damage. If the P2 comes in front of me, I'll tank the Future Sight afterwards to get it on a timer, but I'll roost now. But I imagine he stays in. Like, this is probably a Salt Vest for this thing, so he's probably meant to take me on. But it's fine, honestly. I just want to get this thing slightly more healthier. As he clicks Scout. That should not do a whole lot. I'm erasing him after all. That did a little bit. Never mind. That is like 25%. I do not plan to stay in on this any longer. Though I could, but I probably won't. Let's just play it safe, go into our type null and just click U-turn afterwards. Let's not let this Future Sight, Toxic and whatever attack he's clicking wear me down too much further down. We go into our type null, who honestly has been the MVP of this battle, just staying alive. Okay, there we go. We probably gonna see Backer, who I have no idea who that is. You, fantastic, call it a prediction. Did not anticipate it coming in at all. And I'm gonna be clicking, okay, guess what I'm gonna be clicking with my type null? Take a guess. Hopefully it didn't watch and cheated. I'm clicking rest, of course. I have to click rest at this point. He's getting worn up by the life orb. Fantastic. So he's definitely been Shield Force life orb thus far. I need to see once this next turn is gonna happen, like what time are we dealing with? How long do I need to do this? This is not the type of game I was looking forward to today. I wanted to click Choice Banded Anima Hit Smashes today, and what do I get to do? I get to click rest for 8 times in a row for keeping myself in the game. Ah, god, I love Pokemon sometimes. Granted, I make these sets on my own, so I guess it's karma. Honestly, I'm not gonna even bother clicking Sleep Talk. I'll let this thing I'll let it have suffer from the Toxic. I am okay staying. You just click the Future Sight. You're the one in pain. I'm not. I'm taking a nice nap. You are slowly dying. That's pretty dark. That is pretty dark. I'll keep doing it again. I might as well. Yeah, you withdraw. You're scared of me. You're scared of me while I'm asleep. Pesos, Charizard, you're also toxic. Guess what I'm doing? I'm sitting in front of your face and probably gonna click rest when I have to. I don't care. I don't care at this point. I don't think you have the time to deal with me. You have 32 seconds. Absolutely, you do not have the time to kill a type null. You have been taking 9 minutes and 30 seconds thus far to be able to kill this thing. I don't think you can kill this thing. I'm clicking Icy Wind. I am gonna be sitting here and again, I don't wanna do this to him. This is not how I would prefer to really beat anybody down. I had a game plan to use a 2-pointer to wall break this team. It wasn't meant to be today. Hopefully one of these weeks in the UBPA I get to do it more often than one time. Ideally.
Everyone's had a rough 2 weeks.
It's been rough. It was supposed to secure back that it wasn't supposed to have Earth Power. Guess what it had? Earth Power. It got blown in a smithereens into the stadium. Fucking airport. Then it comes here. I'm gonna be like, alright, we get it freely on Porygon 2. Surely cannot do anything versus me. I'm gonna click Fat Head Smash. He clicks Ice Beam as a resisted hit and freezes me turn 1. Aggron is like one of my favorite picks that I've gotten outside of Reshiram because I did not think I would get to use either of them. One of them obviously is a lot more often, the other one isn't. But I never thought in a standard draft I end up drafting a regular Aggron. But here for 2 points is a wall breaker as well. When I have an actual need for it, you bet I will. But it's not just been that case. It's not just been that case thus far. Now we're gonna be clicking Sleep Talk in front of this Landers. This one is the one that I'm not messing around with. You're clicking Earth Power. The man is confident. He is confident. He has seen that I do not pull my Sleep Talks properly. He knows better than the game in itself that I'm not getting an Icy Wind, or do I? Do I get an Icy Wind? Oh my god, and I landed? Hallelujah, I get to kill a Pokemon today. Look at that, I got to kill a Pokemon today, instead of having to rest and wait for the timer to run out. Oh god, this has been 41 minutes of recording. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed who has stick through this. Let me know if you have seen this battle thus far, because I feel very sorry for you. I'm feeling very sorry for you, but thank you for watching thus far throughout the entire battle. I assume most of you are watching this at the like 2-point pace, so you can barely understand what I can speak with my big accent as it is. But it's fine. Look at that. 2 HP, probably 2 that I did to that so AV slow pro. But it's fine. I am literally sitting here waiting for you to time out, and I need a glass of water because this is getting trying on my throat and my mouth as it is to talk about all this. I'm clicking Icy Win again. I have plenty of PP to click. I'm good for now. I might have to grab a snack afterwards, as I missed, by the way, my Icy Win. Not that it really mattered, but it did also happen. And yeah, I guess again we are clicking rest. He is 16 seconds left. Remember when I said like probably 30 minutes ago, whenever that Akron got frozen, this was unfortunately my first winning condition to do. The second was try to get everything toxic. Thus far, everything except for Porygon 2 is toxic. As Addison came closer to to witness this action and eating a rice cake while at it.
It's exciting stuff.
I know, it's getting very intense. Who will win this exciting Pokemon battle that has lasted God knows for how long? 42 minutes. Dear God, jeez. Who thought like, yeah, you cannot have long battles with a chess timer. Just tune into some of my games like today. You definitely can. Wouldn't recommend it, but sometimes you have to resort to this. There's not a whole lot of at this point Wolfie kinda knows what it is. Addison, you're a admin in this league.
Yeah.
How should I submit this battle if nothing else happens here, assuming none of us get to kill anything anymore?
So
what is the result of this game?
the result is, assuming you're the one who wins on timer, which is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It would be the number of mons you have left and then 0 on Wolf's side, but the kills would go in as happened in the game, so no kills would be assigned to any of your mons for the remaining mons of Wolf that didn't die, but Wolf would have 1 death on all the mons that he brought.
Okay. Hopefully that made more sense to you. I'm gonna be honest, halfway through I kinda got plastered out. I could not remember.
It was a pretty convoluted way to basically just say all of his mons use self-destruct.
Fantastic. I wish I could get to see that. That would be a fantastic ending for this battle. Because I feel like exploding myself at this point after having to do this for so long. Yeah, he has like 6 seconds
I mean,
left.
you could attempt to go for more kills.
I could, but at this point, like, after how frustrating this game has been, the weird thing to say about this, assuming nothing dies within how many seconds he has left, I'm getting a 5-4 win. And I don't know how to feel about that. I guess I'm supposed to be happy. I should be happy that how big the result is. I should be all smiles and happiness. It's all sunshine and rainbow. It just doesn't feel that way when you have to do this, huh? It doesn't feel right. But it's something like this is what I have to do in order to win. In the end, we want to have fun. My fun option got frozen away from me. So now I'm just trying to do my best and try to ensure that I didn't lose this game. And my only way of beating afterwards, once the breaker went down, was to get things on Toxic. And Reshiram technically can break this team to a point, but there's a AV Slow Pro, which granted is at least on a timer. Then there's a Porygon 2 that I have in status. So I don't know if Reshiram could have even broken this team as it is, but I'll keep clicking. He has 2 seconds left. I don't think I have to think about anything at this point. He has to just click something, yeah. But again, I'm sorry, Wolf, that I had to resort to this. Hopefully, if you end up watching this battle, you can understand that why I had to play this way. I swear I did not come today and sit for 45 minutes just to rest talk stall you. I genuinely tried to break with Choice Bandit Akron. I don't know if he makes to the thumbnail. My vision before coming to this battle, I wish I could make a title of like Choice Bandit Akron is broken, and I could break in your fat stuff because I ideally 2-8 KO'd everything. But that wasn't the case. I do, like Addison said, I believe this counts as a 5-4 win. So hooray for that, fantastic. I wanna say I kept my head cooled off when it happened, but I don't think that's a honest statement. I guess it was pretty obvious. I became pretty sassy. Hopefully it was entertaining for you all who end up watching this. Next week I do at least go up against somebody that I haven't got to go up against yet in Draft League. I should say it in a way, there's obviously nothing against like Wolf. I love this guy. Make sure to check him out. His YouTube channel will be down below in the description. But I do go up against somebody new in a Draft League scene that I don't think I ever been even in a Draft League together with. So I'm glad that now the one time that I do, we are actually scheduled to play out. Unfortunately, the person did replace Under the Radar, just in case if you haven't been in the UBPA Discord, which by the way is also linked down below in the description. They may have tweeted about this by now if you're following their Twitter, but Under the Radar has had so many issues with his LAN work, networking, and try to get the battles done, which many of us have. But he's gotten to the point that he just doesn't want to continue by it, and it's fully understandable.
Who's replacing him?
So the person replacing him, as I'm trying to very longly, as the video is not long enough as it is. I know. Yeah, I know. She was so upset when I tried to remind.
She was like, "What Urshifu for?" I'm like.
Yeah. Anyways, the person that I play, who is the replacement coach, is a Cherry Man Cake, who is. I don't know the person well enough. Unfortunately, he seems like a person you would love to get to know.
He's awesome.
He's like a he is like a sunshine in this dark Draft League scene that is going on right now. Like, he's so positive, what I have heard from, and we can learn a lot from his attitude to be similar to him when it comes to Draft League scene. So I'm looking forward to get to play him. Hopefully I get to know him at least a little bit by scheduling wise. And going forward, hopefully it's not gonna be the first and last time I get to play him. Make sure to check out Wolf as well. Hopefully the third game that we get to play will be a lot more hacks free. Thus far it's been hacksy each side. First I hacked him, now he hacks me. I guess for my granted I won the both games, but taking that aside, the video is just too long as it is. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you really stick tuned to this. Like most of you, I feel like has tuned out by now. But thank you for all who stayed tuned for this and watched it through the end. And until week 5 versus Cherry Man Cake, I'm gonna be seeing you guys later.